I honestly don't want to talk about Mania. I think anybody that watched Mania wouldn't blame me. No, there was a reason why Elimination Chamber was one of my top viewed reviews on the channel. Because I lost my shit over some fucking bullshit. Predictable shit. I don't want to do this review, but you know what? I'm doing this for all of you that watch my videos, because I give a shit about you. So you know what? Let's fucking do it. I'll get to those rage points when I get there. So let's start off. We'll go to pre-show, Mania 34 review. First match was the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It means fuck all to your career. It's a pre-show match, so who gives a shit? So match ending, we have Mojo Rawley and Baron Corbin and Matt Hardy as the final three. Mojo Rawley will get eliminated when Baron Corbin's about to win the match. Bray Wyatt's music would hit. Bray Wyatt would show up in the ring and would help Matt Hardy win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So it seems like Bray Wyatt has joined the Woken Army, or Broken Army, as it ends with Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt posing in the ring together. So it's like, so now rivals turn allies. It may not have been a match win, but hey, Bray at least got a Mania moment finally, if that counts as anything. Fuck, it was a pre-show, who cares? It won't mean nothing to Matt Hardy's career. Next up, we get the Cruiserweight title match. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. Who fucking cared? It was a terrible match. Match ending, Cedric Alexander hits his backstabber finisher on Ali and gets the 3 count for the win. So now Cedric Alexander wins is now your new Cruiserweight champion. And I still don't give a shit about the division. That Cruiserweight division is still fucked. Whatever dignity it had left, it died when Enzo was fired. So yeah, next up, the final match on the pre-show was the Women's Battle Royal. It was a boring Battle Royal. I'll skip right to the end. Ending, Bayley, the final three would end up being with Bayley and Sasha Banks in the ring. Bayley would eliminate Sasha from the match. And then when everyone thought Bayley won, we then find out that Naomi wasn't eliminated from the Battle Royal. Naomi would eliminate Bayley to win. So Naomi is the winner of the first WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. I honestly don't see what the fuck the problem was with naming it the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal, Memorial Battle Royal. Like, I don't know what the fucking problem was. But somebody got offended and we had to change it, but fuck it. So yeah, that's all we got there. So now we get to the main card. First matchup was the Intercontinental title triple threat match. The Miz defends against Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. This was a really good match, back and forth. Seth Rollins' curb stomp on Finn to break up a pinfall count was good. Finn Balor's coup de grace on the Miz to break up a figure 4 leg lock was good. In the end, Seth Rollins would hit a middle finger defense curb stomp on Finn Balor and the Miz, and he get the 3 count for the win. And Seth Rollins is not only your new Intercontinental champion, he is now a Grand Slam champion, as he has now won a world title, a US title, a tag title, and finally an Intercontinental title. Now all 3 members of the Shield are Grand Slam champions. Yes, this even includes Dean Ambrose. So yeah, that was a really good match, a good way to start the show. Next up will be the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Charlotte Flair to get fends against the undefeated Asuka. Really good match, back and forth. At one point, Charlotte took advantage of a bad knee on Asuka. Asuka would take advantage of a bad arm on Charlotte. But in the end, match ending, Charlotte would lock in the figure 8 leg lock on Asuka with one arm. So Charlotte was bridging with one arm while the other, because the other was bad. And to the shock of many, Asuka tapped out and Charlotte gets the win. And it's Asuka's first loss in WWE. So 914 days in the WWE, 300 matches in, Asuka finally loses. And Charlotte Flair retains the SmackDown Women's title. I told yous they weren't going to keep Asuka undefeated for one more year. I told yous Mania 34 was the perfect time to end it. After the match, Asuka would grab a microphone and say that Charlotte Flair was ready for Asuka and say congratulations. Both of them hug it out. Asuka raises Charlotte's arm high, admitting that she's the better woman. So even though not Asuka was, she was still a class act. I respect that. At least she's not a sore loser. So yeah, Asuka's undefeated streak is over. She's undefeated no more. 2.5 years of being undefeated is gone. It's over. Finito. Also, during that sequence, because fuckboy Buckethead John Cena was sitting front row at Mania, while Charlotte was leaving, a referee would come running up into the crowd to Cena, telling him that Undertaker was backstage, and they told Cena if you want to face him, he's ready to go. So then Cena gets out of his seat, jumps the barricade, and runs all the way to the backstage area. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit, not this. But yeah, that's where we go there. Next up, we get the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The Usos defend against the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers. When the New Day came out, they had a bunch of fucking midgets, little people, dressed in pancake costumes, running around throwing pancakes to the crowd. And at one point when they got to ringside, they were all doing the goddamn worm. It's like, fucking kill me, please. It was really not that good. It was like probably less than 10 minutes. Match ending, Bludgeon Brothers would hit their powerbomb tag team finisher from the second rope on the Kofi Kingston, and they get the 3 count for the win to become your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper finally win the tag titles. Took them 4 years, but they finally did it. And the Usos finally got a main roster Mania match. Because they had 3 matches on the pre-show at Mania, but never a main roster one. Main card one, until now. Next up, we get the U.S. title match. Fatal 4-Way. Randy Orton defends against Bobby Roode, Rusev, and Jobber Mahal. That was actually a pretty decent match back and forth. Randy Orton would go on an RKO, Rampage hitting everything in sight with RKOs. Rusev would hit the Machka kick on match ending. Rusev would hit the Machka kick on Jobber Mahal. And then when he went to go walk in the Colossus, that fucking pussy ass Sunil Singh gets on the fucking ring apron. But then get a Machka kick by Rusev, which is what I want to fucking do. Then Jobber Mahal grabs him. No, wait, that's not... Rusev's finish is not named the Colossus. That's, the fucking that's like the camel clutch, whatever the fuck it's called. Then Jinder Mahal grabs him for that fucking garbage-ass Colossus. There it is. And then Jobber Mahal gets the 3 count for the win. I'm like, motherfucker. Jinder Mahal is now U.S. champion. Well, now there's a second title you just fucking buried. You at one point buried the WWE title last year. Now you buried the United States Championship. All those Hall of Famers that held that title. And now you have Jinder Mahal on it. Wasn't 7 months of hell last year with him as WWE Champion enough pain and torture for a lifetime? Why the fuck do we need Jinder Mahal fucking U.S. Champion? This was the last person I wanted to win this match. I would honestly prefer Rusev. Rusev's fucking over with the crowd. With the Rusev Day gimmick. The fucking modern day trash of Raja is fucking garbage. Fuck Jinder Mahal. Fuck him. Jesus Christ. Just when you think this company can't get any more goddamn retarded, they find a way to keep lowering the bar. But yeah, anyway. Next up, fuckboy Buckethead's music hits. John Cena comes out. He gets the John Cena Sucks song. John Cena goes out to the ring. A referee comes running out saying that Taker is not there. So it's just a false illusion. As Cena's about to leave the ring, the lights go out. Elias Samson comes out, about to do a hit, about to do his Mania song. He then goes to the ring and then says that John Cena's like all these other people in the crowd, 75,000 people in the crowd, and that they're all losers. Which will prompt Cena to get out of his front row seat again, go over the barricade, and guess what happens? John Cena, same old shit, shoulder tackles, the side press, hits that 5 merchandise shoulder that looks fake as fuck, and then hits Elias Samson with an AA. So yeah, it may not be a match, but Cena buried Elias Samson. And then Cena gets out of the ring accepting that he's not going to get his match with Taker. Then as soon as Cena gets out of the ring, the lights go out. The lights come back on. Taker's hat and coat are in the ring. Because remember, last year at Mania, when Taker lost to fuckface Roman Reigns, Taker left his hat and his coat in the ring. A lightning bolt then strikes on the hat and coat. The lights go back out. The lights turn back on. The hat and coat are gone. The lights go back out. Then the Taker's bells start ringing. Then Taker's theme music hits. And then there he is. The Undertaker's right cup appears on the stage. The old bastard is back. So we get Cena versus Undertaker. Match itself, it was a pretty quick match. I can explain it all right here. Taker puts Cena in a corner, throws some punches, throws him in another corner, throws some punches, throws him in a corner, Taker does a splash. Taker then does a big boot, followed by a leg drop. Taker then hits old school. Then Cena counters a Taker chokeslam with that stupid side press. And then as Cena's bouncing off the rope to go for that 5 merchandise shovel that looks fake as fuck, Taker gets up and the little bitch falls down. Then Taker grabs Cena and chokeslams the son of a bitch. And I'm like, yeah, take his ass. And then Taker grabs Cena, hits the tombstone pile driver on him. And at this point, I'm expecting Cena to kick out at 2 because, of course, it's not a Cena match without spamming the shit out of kickouts. And then Taker gets the 3 count for the win. I'm like, what? What? Did this just happen? Like, Taker beats Cena. Taker beats Cena at Mania. Cena didn't get his way. Oh my god. Is this real life? Did Cena legit just get punished for burying somebody? So this is what happens, Cena, when you pull politics. When you bury talent for 13 years. You get your ass kicked by The Undertaker. You had karma come to you. Because you know what, Cena? Karma's a bitch. And it always comes back to haunt you. But we all know what's going to happen at Mania 35. Cena's just going to whine and cry like a little brat because he can't take losing The Undertaker like a man until he gets his way. Because that's what Cena did with The Rock back 6 years ago. And that's what he's going to do now. So mark here, Mania 35, we'll see Cena versus Undertaker again. And it'll be Taker's last match. We'll see, though. So yeah, next up, we get the mixed tag team match. Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. Stephanie and Triple H both come out to the ring riding tricart motorcycles, which actually look pretty badass. Even though it's the same entrance Triple H did last year, it's still cool. Kurt Angle comes out, he gets the "You Suck" chant, which Kurt Angle engineers, because we don't think Kurt actually sucks. Ronda Rousey comes out wearing a kilt skirt. It, of course, paid homage to her inspiration to be a wrestler and a fighter, and Roddy Piper. Rest in peace, Roddy, by the way. So yeah, match itself. Match started out with Kurt Angle and Triple H. Of course, Stephanie would interfere to give Triple H the advantage. At one point, Triple H was thrown out of the ring. And then when Kurt tagged in Ronda, shit got intense. Ronda would grab Stephanie McMahon and fucking start wailing on her. At one point, got Stephanie in a corner and started being on her like she was a punching bag. And then Ronda, of course, just going to work, hitting the fireman carry. Press slam. The Samoan drop. Triple H, of course, would get involved. Actually, Kurt Angle would actually hit the Olympic slam on Triple H at one point. Triple H will also hit a pedigree on Kurt Angle at one point, but Kurt Angle would kick out at 2. At one point, Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle both had Stephanie McMahon and Triple H walked in their signature submissions. Of course, Ronda had Stephanie walked in with her signature armbar, and Kurt Angle had Triple H walked in with signature ankle lock. But match ending, Ronda Rousey would lock in the armbar on Stephanie McMahon to get the submission victory. So Ronda and Kurt win the match, and Ronda's successful in her WWE debut. So yeah, Stephanie, is Ronda intimidated by you now? Huh? You ain't talking so tough now, bitch. You ain't talking so tough like you were in that promo. This is why everybody fucking hates you, Stephanie, because we know you ain't shit. And you never will be. Just stay backstage where you belong. So yeah, next up, we get the tag team match. Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Daniel Bryan's first match in 3 years. If Sami and Kevin win, they are rehired to SmackDown Live. If Sami and Kevin lose, they remain fired. Pretty good match back and forth. Highlight, Shane McMahon would hit the... Well, before the match, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn would come into the crowd and attack Sami and Kevin from behind for pre-match assault. Of course, Sami would hit the Aluba kick on Daniel Bryan, and then they both had Kevin Owens hit the power bomb on the ring apron to Daniel Bryan. So Shane McMahon starts the match off 2-on-1. Would actually fend him off for a while. Shane's coast to coast on Sami Zayn was pretty good. Daniel Bryan would get in the match at one point to break up a pinfall count, and then would get back in. So then Sami hits a Haluba kick, and Daniel kicks out at 2. Kevin Owens hits a pop-up powerbomb and kicks out at 2. Match ending, though. Daniel Bryan would hit the running knee on Sami Zayn, and then lock in the yes lock for the submission victory. So it's Shane and Daniel Bryan win. And folks, if you think that was Shane's first win in his return, wrong. Shane's actually won twice now. Because Shane was part of Team SmackDown for Survivor Series 2016. In the men's 5-on-5 elimination tag team. Shane was part of the winning team. So I thought I should just point that out there for anyone that thought it was Shane's first win. No, it's his second since his return. But yeah, I honestly felt that at this point, this is when the show went downhill. After that, we get the Raw Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Before the match even starts, Nia Jax would attack Mickie James for a pre-match assault, throwing her into the barricade like a rag doll to isolate and give herself a fighting chance against Alexa Bliss. It was a boring match. Match ending, of course, Nia Jax would grab Alexa Bliss and then hit an avalanche Samoan drop from the second rope to get the 3 count for the win. So Nia Jax is your new Raw Women's Champion. It was a boring match. I don't fucking care. Next up, we get probably one of the most hyped up matches. Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. I don't know why this match wasn't the main event, but who the hell knows. So match itself, it was sort of disappointing. It was nothing like their match at New Japan 2 years ago. It's obvious Vince did not let them wrestle to their max potential, which I don't understand why. Match was pretty... they had some good moments in there. They had a lot of good counters. Like a lot of pinfall counters, a lot of move counters. Both of them were wrestling good to whatever they could with what Vince gave them. At one point, AJ hit the phenomenal forearm on Shinsuke. Shinsuke kicked out at 2. Match ending, Shinsuke would go for the Kinshasa. AJ would counter and hit the Styles Clash. At this point, I'm expecting Shinsuke to kick out, and then AJ gets the 3 count for the win. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you really shitting on Shinsuke Nakamura? Like, what is the fucking excuse? Why are we not putting the title on fucking Shinsuke Nakamura? It was his night. It was his moment. And you completely fucked him over again. Like SummerSlam last year. Like, hell, you had the violin play. You had the violin players. You had Nina Shroud from Alice Cooper, the lead guitarist for Alice Cooper, playing Shinsuke's music. Like, the stars were in perfect alignment. It was his time. As much as I love AJ Styles, don't get me wrong, I love AJ Styles a lot too. But I felt like it was time for Shinsuke to win the WWE Championship. It was his time. It was his moment. And he got fucked over. Of course, though, after the match, AJ would pick up Shinsuke. Shinsuke would grab the WWE Championship, hand it to AJ, go down on one knee. And when it looked like Shinsuke was giving AJ a sign of respect, Shinsuke would then hit a low blow on AJ. So in other words, Shinsuke Nakamura turns heel. Then he attacks AJ with some boots, takes him to the outside, and Shinsuke hits a knee to AJ's face. And then Shinsuke starts to walk away, so I don't think a heel turn makes up for shitting on Shinsuke Nakamura. We'll just have to see what happens, though. Like, if AJ does not win the belt in this feud, I'm gonna flip. If Shinsuke doesn't win the belt in this feud, I'm gonna flip shit. Because, what fucking excuse are you pulling? What are you doing? Like, are you seriously finding any excuse possible to not put the belt on Shinsuke? What is the excuse, Vince? What the fuck is it? What the fuck are you doing, motherfucker? Fuck. So moving on. We get the Raw Tag Team title match. Sheamus and Cesaro, the Tag Team Champions. The Bar come out on a float with the Marty Ray. They both come to the ring. Braun Strowman comes out, comes to the float. The Marty Raw run away. Then Strowman takes the float and throws it right off the stage. Braun Strowman comes out to the ring. And Braun Strowman said he announced his tag team partner will not be anybody backstage. But it would be somebody from the crowd. So Braun Strowman goes to the crowd looking for a fan to be his tag partner. Then Braun grabs a 10-year-old kid named Nicholas to be his tag team partner from the front row. So all Braun told the kid was that just stand in the corner and I'll take it from here. So Braun hits so Sheamus and Cesaro try to take advantage of this early. But Braun will hit a crossbody, which would be the turning point in the match on both of them. Braun would then hit the power slam on Cesaro to get the 3 count for the win. So now Braun Strowman and a 10-year-old kid named Nicholas are Raw Tag Team Champions. Think about it, a 10-year-old kid. Now this is a Mania experience for him. So how'd you celebrate your first Mania, Nicholas? I got to become Raw Tag Team Champion with Braun Strowman. Fuck. The kid's a Tag Team Champion. What the fuck? We're now letting kids become champion in WWE? Huh? So yeah, now we get to our main event. The main event, I'm not looking forward to. I knew it was going to be shit. I've been waiting to rip this fucking thing apart. It's Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion, defending against boring fuckface Roman Reigns. Brock comes out, gets a silent pop from the crowd. I think it's a lot louder than what it was on TV. Boring fuckface comes out, he gets booed out of the fucking building. And of course, when he gets in the ring, Roman comes out, does his boring-ass walk to the ring. Then when Roman gets in the ring, he cocks his fist up, slams it to the mat to set off fireworks. It's like, you've done that the last 3 years. That doesn't make it look any cooler. So match starts off with Brock hitting 3 consecutive German suplexes to Roman. Roman would answer with 3 consecutive stupid man punches. Then Brock would hit an F5 on Roman. Of course, Roman kicks out at 2 because we knew entering this match they were going to spam the shit out of kickouts. Like, this match was goddamn terrible. Roman would hit a spear on Brock that would not even destroy the English announce table. But Brock would German suplex Roman through German announce table breaking it. Roman would throw Brock into a post. Roman would hit a fourth stupid man punch. Brock kicks out at 2. Lesnar would then hit 6 more German suplexes, or 6 suplexes total because he had some belly-to-bellies in there, for a total of 9 suplexes. Then Lesnar would hit 3 more F5s. Roman would kick out at 2, because, of course, spamming kickouts. At this point, I'm like, just fucking end this match. I don't give a fuck who wins. Just fucking end it. Then at one point, Brock Lesnar would grab Roman Reigns and start elbowing his head. And then Roman would start bleeding on his head, like massive blood pouring out. It was sort of like Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton at SummerSlam 2016, when Brock busted Randy open with elbows. Because remember, Lesnar's MMA background, he knows how to bust somebody open without a razor blade. Because that isn't a blade, that's Brock Lesnar legit cutting you open. I think it's like the sharpest point of your elbow here. I don't know, MMA fans are going to have to correct me on that one. So yeah, then Roman Reigns would hit 2 or 3 more spears. Brock would kick out at 2. Then Brock would hit 2 more F5s. At this point, I expect Roman to kick out again, because I think everyone knew for a year then that Roman was winning the match. And then Brock gets the 3 count for 1. I'm like, what the fuck? Brock won? What? So we were all thinking that Brock held this title for over a year and was going to drop it to Roman at Mania 34. And then Brock beats him. Are you kidding me? I honestly didn't give a fuck about this match to begin with. I fucking don't care about either. Honestly, I think the champion should be Finn Balor or Seth Rollins, but Vince wants to fucking shove it down our throat. This was one of the worst Mania main events of all time. It was a garbage main event. This Mania was garbage. Like, what the fuck was Brock still champion? Isn't Brock supposed to be fucking off for UFC again? Come on. Unless he signed Brock to an extension. Like, what's going on? And that's how we end Mania. So, WrestleMania. I've said here, it was garbage. One of the worst Manias of all time. And not the worst, one of the worst. It's in the top 5, that's for damn sure. Mania 34 was nothing like Mania 34 years ago. Mania 30 will still be one of the greatest one of the top Manias of all time. This Mania was terrible. Fucking garbage. Like, this just shows. This isn't about what we want anymore. It's about what Vince wants, not us. Vince doesn't give a shit. Vince has shown that he's running this company into the fucking ground. Like, they've dug themselves into a fucking ridiculous sized crater hole with their incompetence. This company is dying. This is shades of the WCW days in the late 90s and early 2000s. Like, WWE has gone back to the mid-90s, when they were a misguided car crash before the Attitude Era, with no direction or future. Well, proof the ratings are at their all-time low in 20 years, and they're gonna go even lower after Mania. When that Mania bump is gone, they're gonna be gone lower. And you're gonna chase even more fans away. Because to be honest, no one gave a shit about this main event to begin with. Like, seriously, can Vince please die or be put in the worst retirement home in America that there is? Because this company is going to go nowhere with Vince McMahon in charge. It's not. This company is garbage. It is not the top wrestling company in the world anymore. That distinction belongs to New Japan. Hell, Ring of Honor's even higher. Because Daniel Bryan's going to be fucking off still to Ring of Honor unless they can give him a shiny extension. We'll have to see on that one. Like, this company is in massive trouble. Because of Vince McMahon. I can blame Vince because he's the chairman, the CEO. Any changes this company makes goes through Vince. Vince McMahon has destroyed WWE. WWE, if they keep on this path, they will be out of business within 2 years. Mark my words. They will be out of business in 2 years if they keep on this path. Because of Vince McMahon! And his fucking butt. Because Vince McMahon keeps ignoring the fans! You can't hide from us forever! And I know you don't want to take the worst of us little guys, because you may think we don't mean anything. But let me tell you something, Vince. It was the little guys that your father listened to that took this company and made it great in the 80s. That got it up in the 80s. And then Vince, you listened to the little guys in the late 90s in the Attitude Era and turned this company into a fucking juggernaut. Now, Vince, you treat us fans like we're pieces of fucking shit. Because all you care about is fucking money. Fuck money. It should not be about that. It should be about if we were entertained at the end of the fucking day. And we are not. Can you fucking tell that? Are you fucking happy with the ratings going down? Are you happy with chasing feelers away? Are you fucking happy with that? Are you fucking happy with that? Are you? Are you? And people will be like, you're still giving the fans what they want. They want Lesnar to win. I want either to win. We were lucky 3 years ago because Seth Rollins had a Money in a Bank contract to cash in. We ain't had that luxury this time. Boring ass match. I said this match was gonna suck ass. I was right. I told you. I told you Lesnar was gonna beat the living dog shit out of Roman. But you all thought I was just being jealous. I was being jealous of Roman, how I got axe to grind on this company. Well, where are you fuckers at now? Where are you now? Just need to catch my voice here. I love this fucking company. I always loved it since I was a kid. Like most of yous. But Vince's decision making makes me hate it! He makes me fucking hate it! Makes this thing a goddamn... Oh, it's fucking garbage! Fuck! It doesn't help a fuckboy Buckethead Cena there! Fuck this company! Why? Are you running? Why are you ignoring the fans, Vince? You think this is a good business move, pissing off the fan base? Don't chase your poor target clientele to chase something that may not care for you. Where are your backbone in the 90s? And most of those 90s fans are gone. Any fan worth a damn, like JP Sin, there he's gone. Tyrone Magnus, stop watching. He's gonna keep continuing to stop watching. He's gone. Any hardcore fan worth a damn is gone. Do you not see this, Vince? Wake the fuck up and see what you're doing. I don't know what else to say. Leave your opinions in the comment section down below. In terms of my Mania rating, 0 out of 10. Garbage ass Mania. One of the worst Manias I've watched all time. Fuck this shit. I'm done. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah. Peace out. Fuck Vince McMahon.